Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is Jefferson producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with one last run Pittsburgh Penguins 2024-2025 season. A long way to go. Part 7. Jeff, we have been remaking the Penguins, trying to make them younger and older at the same time, and just do something interesting with them. And right now we have pulled up the depth chart. So if this is your first time tuning in midway through, maybe you missed a little bit, we have added a lot of younger players. We also rebuilt some of our draft picks. As you can see, we have, let's see, that 1, 2, 3, 4 fourth rounders, 2 fifth rounders, a couple 6th rounders. We're missing a 2nd rounder for this next draft. But we have some pieces. We have some young guys. We brought in Steven Stamkos. Yeah.
So between, I noticed this, you're between Stamkos, Carlson, and Crosby. You're paying $25 million in cap hit for those guys this season. You're 8 games into the season. None of them has scored a goal yet.
Well, I mean,
should you be worried?
Yeah, we probably should.
Particularly Crosby, 1 assist in his first 8 games.
He's been hurt though too, so we'll see. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, maybe let him get healthy, and he's only day to day now.
Yeah, we our draft stuff we've kind of changed around. You can notice we picked up, I believe, Keandre Miller on waivers. We traded away some guys to dump some contract money. We also signed Alex Barré-Boulet for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, and he's currently your leading scorer.
Yeah, so he signed on a minimum deal.
And the second leading scorer is Riley Smith, who you're trying to get rid of.
Because
you can't have people scoring goals.
Yeah, well, we got rid of our backup goaltender. We brought in Kevin Mandolese, also on waivers, because we didn't really have anyone else. Joel Blomqvist almost was. We signed Frederick Dykau for some depth. We have Taylor Gauthier is in the Myers, but we could let him. I'm actually going to put him on the trade block right now if we somehow got a decent offer for him. We drafted Luciano Ruggiero based on his name alone, I think. Because
and he's already turned out to have more potential than we realized.
Yeah, so that's been good.
And somehow Sergei Murashov, who I was going to suggest, I think last time, just dumping his rights because there's no point in keeping him because you're probably not going to get him away from the KHL. Somehow came up for his first KHL season, and he's
ripping it.
I don't know if he's the best goalie in the league, but he's pretty close to it. 1.61 goals against average and 936 save percentage and 9 shutouts in his first 27 games.
Yeah. You can see we have a big dump of centers right now, and we've moved some guys around to the right wing. We're playing young. We're trying to we had to gain some contract rooms. We signed some younger guys to deals coming out, like 20-year-olds. We got David Goyette on a trade for, I forget who it was. Oh, right. We traded away Jay Gruden. Johnny Gruden. Yeah. So he was a 2nd-round pick. So I'm distracted here. Okay, 1-0 win for the Jets. As real hockey continues on. Excuse me.
That's 2 in a row for Winnipeg now, isn't it?
That is, yes. We added Mazden Lefsley in the draft. We grabbed Reed Anderson in the draft.
Still, though, you've got the basic problem with the Penguins still intact. You've got a ton of cap hit going out to a bunch of guys that are, I think Stamkos is the youngest of them, just 34.
Yeah, well, we signed Stamkos because we thought maybe he might be able to shore up. And if we had injuries, he can play center. Just going to go check our, what do we want? History. Nope, not history. That was the wrong button to hit. We want to hit transaction log is the word I was looking for. Yeah, so we had just got David Goyette in our last stream. We lost Juna Koppanen. He's gone with a UCL tear, I think, to the injured list.
MCL, I think.
Yeah. MCL?
Yeah, MCL, ruptured MCL.
Yeah, so he's done for the year. We traded away Jack McBain. Oh, yeah. Right, Kivaharu we picked up in the draft. Just a lot of different things. Yeah, we had to drop some guys we traded Rickard Raquel basically just to get rid of that contract. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So we're kind of just going to
I'll tell you, yeah, Kivahar, you got him in the draft, sent him to the OHL to get more playing time there, and he promptly broke his leg 6 games into the season.
Yeah, well, such is life.
There's a lost developmental year there.
And we pick up a 3-1 win over Winnipeg. Stamkos gets 2 assists. Crosby gets his first goal. There you go, Jeff. And Carlson gets a goal also, so that's good. We messed around in our previous episode with some tactics stuff, I do believe, and bouncing around to see if we could find some better fits for us with our new team.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the meantime, yeah, there's some questions I know we've had seen on our forums, Jeff, about when the next roster update is coming because, everybody's excited for all the trades coming in.
Yeah, sorry I haven't been on the forums much lately. I've been a little busy literally doing that with the database stuff. I've been pretty much, all week working on the new database, which we're still hoping to get out. Well, I mean, the new update is probably looking like next week at this point. I was hoping possibly towards the end of this week, but don't think that's going to happen because I've got a little too much to do here, and then probably a few more bugs we got to work out. A couple of new features too, but yeah, with the hotfix update, we tried to sneak a bit of a database update in with that, and it broke some stuff, which isn't good. So now I've been busily fixing that all week, and we're getting there, but not quite there yet. So may need a little bit longer with it than I expected. So sometime next week.
So, okay, yeah, Kivar's out with a fractured knee for 3 to 4 months. I forgot the guy we drafted in the 6th round is still out 1 to 2 months. Alexander Lalali? Not sure how you say that. Lawler? Yeah, anyways, he's out for a while, but he's still improving. That's good. Trying to see if anybody noticeable. Kevin Mandolese continues to increase. Oh, David Goyette's up to 2 stars. Oh, he's down to 3-star potential. I think he was higher than that at the beginning, or a day ago.
Goyette, hang on, let me look. I've still got the save from. Yeah, he was 3.5 stars a day ago.
So
at the start of this, so.
Was Peter Reynolds? He's up to 2.5 though, wasn't he? At 2 stars, I think so. Okay, a little bit of flexibility there.
Yeah, he's 2 stars at the start of it.
Yeah, so he increased a little bit. We have, look, Akari's going down, Crosby's going down, Graves is going down, Carlson's going down, Letang's going down, Malkin's going down, Rust is going down. Awesome.
All I mean, at some point, you're going to have to do something with that big pile of salary on the old guys because, I mean, none of those is even up this year.
Well, Crosby's is, but we just re-signed him.
Yeah, the only other contract you've got expiring is Riley Smith. Miller is as well, but he's relatively cheap. Have you looked at what he wants for renewal yet?
Who's that? Sorry.
Condre Miller. Oh, I'm not going to like that. I just checked, and he wants a lot.
5.85. Yeah, okay, not a chance. Luckily, we can qualify him.
Oh, actually, you got lucky there. It was 6.7 when I looked, so he's come down a bit.
Well, I'm still not giving him almost $6 million.
Oh, is he still restricted?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's only 24. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not paying him that much anyways. Like, Drew O'Connor, I think, is going to have to walk. Unless we get a good... So's probably... Well, Kopanen might not now since he got hurt. What's he want now? Oh, he wants 1.5. Yeah, he's still probably going to walk then. Riley Smith is probably going to walk too because we can't afford him. He wants $5 million. He wants $6 million now. Like, just... We're not paying that money to guys who are 33 years old.
Well,
Matt
you
Niet-
are. That's the problem.
well, I know,
Just
but
not that one.
well, we can pay a few guys. Matt Nieto wants a 1 point, oh, just shy of 1.4, which is an
But
increase. But
by the way, don't bother trying to shop Riley Smith. I just didn't. Got no offers at all.
oh, I'm not. They're just sitting on trade block. There's no point.
Yeah.
Um, oh, good. We're making money now. I'm like, what? Okay, let's increase our team morale. Increase some scouting since we got the money too. And assign scouts to the Dutchland Cup and the Carl but I don't think we need to go to the World Under 17 though. Those guys aren't draft worthy for us. We'll get Mandalese this game because it is back-to-back. Ooh, Crosby's at 60%. Oh well, we're not changing that. And we lose 1-0. Ouch. I mean, we only got 17 shots on net. That's disappointing. Keandre Miller, 69 defensive game rating, 50 offensive game rating. Not great, but I mean, not bad either. He provided a little bit of stability, which we needed for some more defensive players because we have so many offensive defensemen. But I guess we hope some of our draft picks come in. In the meantime, in other real hockey news, Jeff, how do you feel about Phil the Thrill joining the Canucks, possibly?
Speaking of old Penguins, eh?
Yeah.
No, it's the final piece of the puzzle there. We'll see. At least they're being smart about it, and I think I'm starting Abbotsford, and we'll see if it goes anywhere.
Well, I mean, I guess he'll sign an ATO, right? He's not signed to anything yet, technically, so.
Yeah, just so he won't be back on the team unless something happens in the next day or two. Won't be back on, or won't be on the Canucks in the new database. But
yeah, I guess.
I'm curious to see how that works out. I mean, if it's
hopefully we're sounding okay on here. I forgot to ask. Nobody said anything yet, though, so that's good.
Yeah, sounds fine to me. I just looked.
All right.
Yeah, we forgot to check at the start of this. We haven't had a sound problem in so long. Just assumed it would be okay now.
Yeah, famous last words. Not like we've ever had any random problems come in. In fact, actually, I forgot to check that.
Check what?
I forgot to check to make sure my right microphone is getting picked up.
Oh, yeah, it is. You're fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Mary Lemieux is satisfied with the performance. We're in a rebuilding process. Think carefully before adding veterans to this roster at the expense of giving our younger guys playing time. Wow, he actually says we're in rebuilding now? That's new. Okay, well, at least they recognize we're in rebuilding.
I mean, you're just barely above 500 last year. Not that much of a surprise.
I don't know. All right, Team Harmony. Should I try and break up the click, or should I take Ty Smith down to nothing, or move Alexis?
Go for the click. The Malkin stuff will probably resolve itself fairly quickly.
We got somebody to leave. Drew O'Connor has left the click. All right. One less person. All right. Sitting 6th in the Metro. 4-4-1. New Jersey's at 8-2. Not exactly great.
Not a complete train wreck, though. At least is Crosby finally healthy?
Prime to return. So what is his... That's 70% for this game. Should I take him out for a game?
Well, you do. At least he's not injured now. He'll be tired, but if you're going to take him out, the time to do it was a game or two ago.
I'm going to move him down. I'm going to put Barry Boulet up to first-line center. Actually, we'll put Stamkos as the first-line center, move Boulet to the wing. Yeah, that makes sense. and game versus Colorado, and we win 6-3.
Apparently that worked.
Stamkos
Crosby
picks
had
up
a couple assists,
goals.
and Stamkos, yeah.
All right. What did Crosby... All right. Defensive game ratings. Not exactly great on some of them. Crosby goes 65 offensive, 73 defensive. 2 assists. Still plays 15 minutes. 3:30 a power play time. All right. Stamkos was not good on the faceoff dot, though. 45.5%. He plays for Winnipeg this year.
Mandely's actually creeping into the goals against average leaders.
I'll consider he played 2 games. I don't know if that's
No, he's
hugely
like,
noticeable.
I think 5 now. 4 or 5 at least.
No, he's our backup.
Check his stats. He's come in a couple of times, I think. He was in for that 1-0 game, wasn't he?
No, I'll check here in a second. Matthew Phillips on waivers. No, thank you. Mandely's has 4 games. 2 wins, 2 losses. Okay. Jerry's got 7. Now, why is that song stuck in my head? Actually, I know why that song's stuck in my head. That does not need to be in my head.
I want to know what song it is.
Well, if you looked in our chat, you would see you can figure out what song it is very quickly.
Our chat?
Yes. No, not the Twitch chat, our personal chat, where we are connected right now to be speaking across the interwebs. Sidney Crosby still at 72%. Man, he's not recovering fast here.
Give him a game off.
I will if we'll see you out there to the next one here. We're playing Chicago. I'm putting him back on the 3rd line. And it's a 6-5 win. We beat our old goalie, Alex Nedeljkovic. And...
Oh, Nieto with 4 assists.
Yeah, Russ had a 5-point game. Winner in overtime. Carlson wins. All right. Bad defensive game ratings. Bad defensive game ratings. We'd have to look at some of our defensive tactics. But we're winning. Maybe we need Crosby playing 3rd line center. Maybe that's the problem and the solution. All right. And nothing really of note there for us. Okay, let's take a look at Crosby. Crosby is at 92% now. Okay, that's better. So he can probably... Let's not try changing the lineup now. Let's see how the first line goes. Rivalry game, and we win 5-1 over Philadelphia.
Okay, so apparently the first line went pretty well. Nieto again.
Yeah. Guys just keep doing what they're supposed to. There, yeah. Braden. I'm going to keep calling him Yager. 2nd goal of the year.
Nieto's actually in a contract year and making close to minimum salary too, so Guess he's got some incentive to perform.
Question in the chat for you there, Jeff, in the OOTP development chat. We are currently streaming on both twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager and twitch.tv/OOTP development. So if you see us talking to somebody in the chat, it could be in one or the other. There's a question from Boiled Egg, 1974.
Yeah, the arena suddenly being built in 1900 and caused your finance points to dip to negative 3,000. Okay, no, I haven't seen that. If you can upload that save, I can take a look and try to see what's gone wrong there.
How was the arena being built in 1900 anyways?
I think that's just the default year for... That's where it sits at the arena construction date sits if you haven't done anything yet.
Nah, cool. All right. We appreciate you reaching out, though.
7-4-2, and we're still in 5th in the division. Tough to, although we're only 4 points back at first.
They played 2 more games than us, 2 here.
Yeah.
We are...
Real Islanders not doing so good. Apparently, Law isn't happy with them.
Yes, I thought he was making them, or gave him a good bag skating.
What do you think of the Riley, what's the name, the goal, slap shot goal thing?
Oh, Ridley Grieg?
Yeah, Grieg.
I think he got exactly what... I think he probably should have got more games, to be honest.
I mean, it was stupid on Grieg's part, and it was stupid on Riley's part. You don't do that,
There's
into an empty net.
There's no good way to score an empty goal, but I mean, like...
Just throw it into the net and leave it there.
Well, but I mean, like, they said player safety went out of their way to point out, like, Morgan Riley had lots of time to decide what to do, and, if he just fights him, if he hits him into the boards, he does anything else, it probably isn't us. But I mean, cross-checking a guy in the face is a very, very...
Yeah, that part, that looked like Dale Hunter back in, was it 87, 88?
Okay, why are we getting a long load time here?
That's still showing for me. I'm not sure.
It's still moving. It's just November 10th, 2024. We're not hitting... I'm not sure either. Still going, but I don't know why that's usually does not take that long.
But yeah, anyhow, I mean, the guy does that, you take his number and you get him next time. If you don't, or at least try to fight him, don't blindside him like that.
Well, honestly, again, I don't really have a problem with him scoring like that. There's any way you want to score a goal really does not bother me that much.
There was a thing on YouTube the other day, alternate methods for...
Oh, I saw that.
Really, Greg say, yeah, that was great.
The best one I think was the guy doing the Michigan. Michigan?
God, people would go nuts if somebody did that.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Okay, there we go.
The pool cue one was pretty good too.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, there was a number of ones that and I mean, yeah, boiled egg. If he didn't slap it, he would have Patrick Stefan'd it. Which
former #1 overall draft pick, and that's what the guy is known for. Oh wait, no, Stefan wasn't #1; he was 3.
I can say, yeah, he was definitely not #1.
Yeah, because no, that was the Sedin one too.
Yeah. And 3-1 win over. Okay, we're still getting wins.
Yeah, you're apparently on a roll here, actually.
All right, a little bit better defensive gameplay. All right.
5-1 this stream.
You're saying that to try and break it? Yeah, again, like just unwritten rule stuff. Toronto media is just, or the Toronto fans. Oh, woe is me. Toronto was picked on unfairly. Oh, woe is me. Blah, blah, blah. Just don't. There's no need for the retaliation. It's as simple as that. He probably should have
Yeah,
got.
there's a little bit of a need for it. To just don't do it in that particular way.
Yeah, just hit him the next game. Just hit him hard the next game.
Or drop the gloves off the face-off or something like that. But well, the Oilers are on a little bit of a roll here in this game.
Oh, really? Max Domi ended up over in the SHL. And Ryan Spooner, Grizzlick. Who's Grizzlick playing for over there? Oh, he's in the National League. Okay. Oh, no, SHL. All right. All right, Carter Kump.
Actual Oilers have, well, it looked like they cooled off a little, and then they blew out the wings last night.
Oh, Tolvanen never got an NHL contract. He ended up over in the National League too. After we refused to sign him.
Actually, I think it just bumped his ratings up a bunch in the game too. He's having a pretty good year in Seattle.
Fair enough. All right. A few interesting names there. All right. Game versus New Jersey. Dopemon TV tells us that we were wrong. Stefan was number 1. You know, I didn't think Sedins were 1-2. So thank you for that. But I thought Stefan was like 4th overall. Sedins were 2-3. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Okay, for another loss here. We lose.
And then now Pavel Brendel was 4th, and was even worse bust than Stefan was. But that's because they were able to get Sedin at 2-3 because Atlanta was going for Stefan at number 1.
Okay. Kopitar was -6 last night. Dopeman TV, thanks for coming in and telling us that. Appreciate that. But I can't. Okay. Yeah, Sedins I didn't think were 1-2. I was thinking they were 2-3, but I thought it was somebody else. It was not Stefan.
Yeah. It was really an awful draft. Out of the first round, just the Sedins, Martin Havlat, and if you want to, I guess, well, Bear Jackman is decent, and Tim Connolly, if he hadn't had the head injuries.
Tim Connolly had a good career.
career.
Injuries just destroyed him.
Yeah.
No, you go down through that. There's a couple of drafts that it's like, oh boy, nothing good really happened.
And I guess, well, Zetterberg in the 7th round.
Well,
actually,
that's you can say what you want, but some of that is they're literally throwing darts.
Interesting thing about that draft. Out of the top 6 career scorers from that draft, 3 of them were first rounders, 3 of them were 7th rounders.
Okay, so let me think about this for a second. So it was Zetterberg. Was Marlowe one of them in that draft? No, he was the year before, wasn't he?
No, he was a high pick too.
Was he?
Yep.
Okay, was there not a San Jose guy late?
In fact, Marlowe was before that, because I remember watching him. I came back so I'd gone down to Florida in summer of 95, and came back up from Christmas. In 96, and I went to a game with my dad and saw Marlowe play.
All right.
So that was his draft year, so he would have been.
And we've lost 2 games now because
yeah.
Jeff has cursed us. Well, we lost a shootout.
Still a point.
Merlikins made 44 saves.
How are the rookies doing, by the way? You got about 5 of them in the lineup? Well, no, Struvel's not playing, but...
I'll take a look here in a second.
Particularly the margin ones, Jelsma.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Alex
Vlasic isn't really playing.
Wait, there's another Vlasic? Oh, he's massive. 6'6". Isaac Lundstrom is also on waivers. This guy related to Mark Edward? Oh, he's American, so definitely not. Fourth round pick of the London Knights. Ended up as a second round pick in 2019 of the Blackhawks. How did I not know there was another Vlasic?
He was playing college for a few years, but was mostly in the AHL last year. But he's been playing for them this season. Decent year, although probably getting a lot of ice time because the Hawks aren't that deep.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Rookies you want to know about.
Yeah.
You're at Vibrata. Okay.
We probably should have, looked at Jaeger if we wanted to send him down after 10 games, but too late for that now, unless you want to burn a year. He started kind of slow. Looks like Gelsman, also not impressive.
Oh, I forgot about. We talked about sending him down.
And Elenius on the first line.
Well, he's played 16 games. So I might as well just keep him rolling right now. This has 5 points. He's growing into it. Struble has.
And now Nieto is your leading scorer. So.
Yes, just as we all expected. Although Carlson's tied with him and Rust. Getting these guys to have a little bit of chemistry with whoever is going to be important. Yeah, I think we're okay with how we've left things. For now. Do. All right. Yeah, I forgot. We were going to look and possibly send him down, but since we've already burning a year of his contract, I mean, technically, well, Jeff, does it matter if we send him down before 40 games?
No, why would it? What's 40 games to?
40 games, it's, what is it in the NHL? 10 games, you roll the year. If it's less than 10 games, but if it's under 40, they don't accrue a year to go towards free agency.
Oh, for that, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because they're starting at 18. So, yeah, I guess that would be something to
consider.
Think about, but I know it's not like you've got a lot of other options.
We could take a look at how our minor league affiliates doing. 3-2 win over Montreal. Okay, back on the winning wagon. Won in overtime. Malkin scores in overtime.
And Crosby seems to be back on track now.
And Rust just got injured. Oh, just 9 days. Okay, that's fine. Just 9 days. So that means Gendrion's coming in. Gendra. Okay, if we just take a quick look here at Wilkes-Barre Scranton, they're 1 game under 500. How's their stats summary looking? I don't know how to say that guy's name. It has 13 points in 15 games.
Sikorsky.
Goyette's got 10 points in 15 games. All right, that's not bad. And yeah, they're struggling to score too. Oh, CJ Zeus is there. That's nice. Reynolds has 4 points, and that's how their lineup's shaking out. He's playing fourth line minutes. Okay. Oh, that makes sense to me. It's always funny to me that Wilkes-Barre Scranton's Penguin looks like he's so much more strong than the Pittsburgh Penguins Penguin. He looks like he wants to beat up. Oh, yeah. Okay, Jeff, this was a point I was going to bring up before. I know you were in the States. Were you in the States or in Florida in, hold on, I got to find the year here. Yeah, between 92 and 95 in Florida? 96?
95 I was. The end of 95 I went down in August.
All right. Were you familiar with the SUHL?
Sunshine League, yeah. In fact, one of the guys who I went to grad school with played in the league. He was in the second year of the program when I was in the first, and he had played for the team in Lakeland.
I was reading about this. I said, okay, so anyone who doesn't know about this league, it's just, Jeff, can you explain anything about this league? Do you know any much about this league?
It was a basically they played out of I think it was like rodeo arenas in mostly in Florida. Well, yeah, in Lakeland and sort of Central Florida. Can't remember how far they. Oh wait, I got teams here.
They did expand eventually into other states when they changed their name to the Southern Hockey League, but it didn't last.
Jacksonville, West Palm. Wait, they actually had a team in Fresno in '94.
Yeah.
Oh, and it went out of business. Oh, that's the team in Fresno is coached by John Oliver, who used to coach Junior A here in Kelowna.
Oh no! Now we lost Crosby with a bruised hip.
Maybe rest him this time instead of leaving him in the lineup.
No, he can't play. So we got to call somebody up right now.
Yeah.
Group's got 15
But yeah,
points.
so they had teams West Palm, Jacksonville, Lakeland, and Daytona. So kind of all over the state. That's some fairly hefty bus rides for
Yeah.
that league. But no, the guy that I went to school with, Francois Levesque, showed had like a cup of coffee in the queue, and I think had played Junior B in Ontario for a few years, but wound up signing in Lakeland, and I think he played 2-3 years for them. And last year he was doing it. He was enrolled in school part time and also playing. I think he only played maybe, I don't know, nearly 35 games out of 56. So he played most of the season. He also played in that in Roller Hockey International.
Okay. Well. Okay. Let's just see here. Crosby's gonna miss about 3 days. Okay, we're gonna have to put Rust onto the injured list. Oh no, I didn't have to do that. Oh man. Oh well. Too late. Anyways, I was reading about this league because did you know at one point they had a KHL team? Well, what became the KHL team played against them? Against the All-Star team from that league?
Was that like the Russian Penguins team or?
The Yaroslav Torpedo played 3 games against them.
No, I did not.
And then also, okay, so this was my other point talking about this league, reading about this league. Because this is what I do on my free time sometimes, is read about random leagues. When we talk about why minor league historical stuff is such a mess, this league is a perfect example of it. In the middle of one year, I don't remember which year it was, halfway through the year, they just decided to add a team. In the middle of the year. They just created a brand new team. Explain to me how that works, Jeff. And the hoops you have to go through. Oh, hey, look, we're creating a brand new team. Why?
It's the low minors. These things happen.
I forgot to move guys around. We lose 3-1. Oops.
But yeah, I mean, they had no profile at all. You didn't hear anything about them. When I mean, technically, they were out of business. I think they were out of business by the time I got to Florida. That was their last season was 94, 95.
Well, no, then it became, as I said, it became the Southern Hockey League as they expanded into other states. But it concluded at the end of 95, 96, or end of 96, 97, one of the two. But they said later that same year, the Beach Sun Devils traveled to France to compete compete with some similar level teams in France. Because, yeah, that's something that happened.
Looks like they were getting decent crowds, 1,500, 2,000.
Yeah, they said, well, hockey was kind of booming at the time.
Yes, well, I mean, the thing, what they would do is, I mean, they don't really have a lot of arenas with proper ice plant. At least then, at that point in Central Florida, it's better now. But they've got rodeo arenas, so you could get these sort of temporary ice kits where you can put a sheet of ice onto a dirt floor basically, and they would play on these, and so you'd have a decent sized building, but yeah, the ice quality would be terrible. Let's see if I recognize any names off of these rosters. Not really anybody.
Yeah. I think a lot of it was more guys who just happened to be around. Bill Nyrop was the guy running the league till he died.
Oh, the old Canadiens defenseman.
Yeah. It was like, oh yeah, this Russian team played 3 games against him and absolutely wall up the quote unquote all stars from that team. And I'm like, oh, I'm somehow not shocked by that.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, the majority of the guys here, I'm just looking through the rosters, it's low level college alumni, some junior B guys, like the guy I knew at. And Pat Bingham, I remember him. He was WHL for a while. But yeah, very few names I recognize, even at the top of the scoring list, and they're all guys who are straight out of junior B or sort of, well, a few top level college guys, but it's just hanging on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Wayne Grew, who was, how old was he? He would have been, he was only 30. How'd he be older than that? Grew was
2-1
big scorer in the OHL in the mid 80s, but looks like he came back from Europe and played 13 games.
All right.
Well, it's an interesting league.
Bruised foot 1 to 2 weeks. We just keep piling up some injuries. Well, Grube comes back in the lineup after leaving the lineup. No, not Grube. Maybe it was Grube. I don't know. Flipping things too quickly. All right. Yeah, it was Grube. Yeah, the idea of a team just showing up midway through the season just cracked me up. And what scheduling nightmare that must be. Not to mention, where are the players coming from? So did they draft from the other teams? 4-2 win over Edmonton. All right, we're actually kind of still just rolling.
Yeah, I mean, 10-3-1 this stream, so, and this is a much better start to the season than I expected.
The media is super happy with Chris Letang. Do we disagree and say that he didn't have a particularly good game? Emphasize team effort and don't single him. Respond with bland platitudes that don't specify blame on anyone.
Yeah, some of these I should mention. This is test built for the new update, and the grammar on some of these needs a little bit of fixing.
Okay, let's just see. How did he do? Chris Letang was 73, game rating 71, offense 76, defense. He had 4 shots on goal and was a -1. I don't exactly think that was great. Wait, hold on. Nope, sorry. Take it back. He played 25 minutes. Okay, you know what? Yeah. We'll agree with his praise because our media was actually fairly upset with us. Oh, excellent. Never mind. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of the Montreal game where the media hates you. All right, 2 of our goalies are in the top 10 or top 8 for goals against.
Yeah, considering you were started this off by getting a bunch of terrible defensive game ratings.
And we're tied for
Indeed, it's
first
really
in the Metro.
for-
Russ is getting close. Toronto's looking to move Mitch Marner. Must sign him to a new. Oh, he's only on a 1-year, $8 million deal right now. Not that we're going to pay him that much. Unless we try to trade Erik Karlsson for him.
I don't think anybody's taking Carlson off your hands.
Well, I think our fans will actually be very upset if we like trade any of these guys too. That might get us fired too. That's why I kind of like.
Oh yeah, because you're in. How's your? If you look at the job security screen for.
I did just a minute ago, but I mean like, we're sitting at like around 50-ish right now, and our owners are okay. But I mean, if we trade away either Carlson, Letang, Crosby, or Malkin, we will plummet. Those will easily be minus 10s.
Yeah.
Versus if we let them walk at free agency. And who knows, we go well enough, maybe we do all right and they retire. All right. He's almost ready to come back. Alexander Laller? All right. Oh, good. Adam Jecko has a broken hand for 2 to 3 months. Awesome. November 16th. He's out 82 days. Sweet. Good thing he's our draft pick. Good thing we got all these healthy draft picks. Oh no, I got drafted by Pittsburgh. I'm going to get injured. It's not fair. Damon Hunt is up to 2 stars. I don't think he was. Bill Josma, who was an undrafted guy, has made our team. He's got 5 assists. Not great, but you know what? He's playing low minutes. That's okay.
Dribbles not getting any playing time at all. You might want to think about maybe swapping him down to the minors, getting him a little bit of time.
No, he's in right now.
Oh, do you go? Finally get in? Okay.
Well, we've been dealing with injuries. Yeah, he's in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sorry. Gendrian's got 3 points in 5 games, and Grube has 1 goal in 3 games. Both of them are in right now.
Struvel's not in.
Oh, defenseman. Sorry, I'm thinking.
Yeah. You're thinking Grube and not Struble.
Yes. We'll send him down then. How many defensemen do we have on that team right now? We got 3.
Oh, Belivo's jumped way up the depth chart. He was 12th at the start of this stream. He's 7th now.
Okay, sorry. 1, 2. Oh, Pickering's got a dislocated finger. 3.
And off to a slow start in the AHL too, apparently. But Belivo's been playing great, apparently. Steadily not too bad either.
6. Maybe I shouldn't have sent him down. We actually don't have a ton of defensive depth. I mean, we could call. I wonder who's available at free agency. Let's just take a look. Just for a veteran free agent defenseman so we can let some of our guys go. Let's look at defensemen only. And we want to look at contracted but signable as well. Bring Renwall back to Pittsburgh. He's down in the ECHL. None of these names are exactly jumping out, screaming, saying, yes, sign me. Xavier Ouellette. Let's just check the trade block then. And look at just defensemen. Yeah, we're not signing Vince Dunn. Leon Guanke, who's now officially out of the league. Somehow got 20 points with Nashville last year. 9 points this year already. His ratings are probably a little bit high there, Jeff.
Let me check.
Garrett Pike. I don't know that name. Okay.
Not particularly high. He's 25 now. I can cut the potential down a bit.
Oh, he's just gone back to Germany.
Yeah, I know. I saw that the other day.
Yeah, nobody's really grabbed my attention here.
Did the Sharks give up his rights? Do you know?
Well, they terminated his
check that friendly.
contract, so I would assume they would have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, who is this guy and why is he showing up so good? Nolan Allen, playing in the FPHL. We see him with a... He was a first-round draft pick. He must still have rights to...
No, Chicago's released him in this.
Oh, yeah, okay. Why would they...
Looked like he was... Yeah, just wasn't working out with the Hawks. And I think they mutually terminated the contract.
There's also Gannon LaRock. Quite the name. Well, we need a defenseman. What does he want? 3-year rookie contract. Would it seem like a bad thing to sign him to? I don't think so.
Nope. He's off to an okay start in the OHL or the AHL this year. Not spectacular.
No, he's not in the AHL.
No, I mean in real life.
Oh, okay. Well, let's submit an offer to him. Okay. There's also this other guy who I don't know anything about. Former San Jose guy? It was part of a Frank Vetrano trade and then got released. Former 4th-round pick. LaRock. I don't know. I'm going to offer him a contract too. Oh, wait. We got lots of room for contracts, right? 47? No, not exactly a lot of room.
Not a ton of room, yeah.
Oops. Uh-oh. Do. Okay, we get caught up here. Let's try that again. You know what? We still need some depth, though. Adding a little more defensive depth is not necessarily a bad thing. Let's offer him a contract anyways. What is he? He wants less money. Let's get a better idea. Okay, so Nolan Allen is still showing up as fairly high star guy. This is a 1-star, 3-star potential defenseman. We'll send him down to Wheeling for that. But Nolan Allen, I think, where does he land on our depth chart? I'm honestly curious. All right, he's showing up in the middle, and LaRock's actually right behind him. Strubal's in the middle. So he sent Struble down to play, and he actually just got sandwiched by those two guys. It's kind of funny. All right, well, should we bring up Beliveau then? Maybe, I guess.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. He's been playing well.
Guy down. All right. So I sent one of them down all the way down to... Actually, hold on a second here. You know what? I'm going to move that guy back up to the AHL. Give them a couple reinforcements. All right, so he's 14th. And Nolan Allen has jumped to 8th on our prospect list. So, okay, that's interesting.
Good pickup. Looks like the Hawks had just a pile of young defensemen, and he was unhappy, so they terminated the contract and mutually terminated the contract in the offseason.
Guess we should look at those every once in a while a little more. Never know what you might find. I mean, makes sense. Guys getting frustrated. Holy cow. Pettersson has 47 points already through, 25 games?
Well, yeah. And Draisaitl's tied with them. And McDavid's up there, too.
Yeah.
So the Pacific Division looking pretty tough. Vancouver and Edmonton are 1-2 in the league.
We got to try and break up the click again, too. I forgot to do that. I got so distracted by looking at defensemen. We want to go to... Okay, job security says, we're at 51 right now.
For fan happiness? Yeah. Or
our harmony level
that's up a little bit, yeah.
Acceptable. Okay. Ooh, boy.
I mean, the fans don't like you, but Mario's fine with you.
The click grew. I missed that, apparently.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
What'd you do?
Tried to intervene, and that did not work.
Oh, the click hates Crosby now. Whoops. I mean, a couple of those are going to burn out. The O'Connor one will go away fairly quickly. But the good thing is Crosby is, I know I've got Crosby rated as very likable, so those will go away fairly quick for him.
Wow.
At least they should.
Owner confidence.
Oh, yeah, there's the
okay, that's
the news item. Yeah.
Just try and bring it up, and it's just backfires. Yeah, everybody hates him. Oh, okay, cool. I'm sure that would.
For more overpaid old guys, Mike Hoffman's on waivers.
It's no. And you know what? For the matter, our youth movement is working right now, and it will pay
much
dividends.
Better than expected, really.
It will pay dividends eventually. Russ says he's ready to come back. All right. Active roster. Oop. Okay. Okay, there we go. And first game versus Seattle for the year, and we lose 2-1.
Oh, and Seattle has not been doing well this year.
No. Almost like our entire team hates each other. I don't know. Weird how that works. Weird, weird, weird. And our old goaltender is on waivers. Who else we got here? Matthew Robertson again. Nick Robertson. All right, continuing on. Should have checked to see if we had a game on Christmas in this build. Or in this save generation. Schedule. Schedule is the word I'm looking for. Save generation. All right, we have a trade proposal. Minnesota is offering us Ryan O'Rourke for Drew O'Connor. We don't really need a young defenseman right now.
Yeah, and not even a particularly good prospect, so no point.
No.
Even if O'Connor does go at the end of this year, you'll get some use out of him this year.
3-2 loss to Vancouver, just like Jeff planned.
Pedersen, 2 more goals. So not a great Western road trip so far.
Yeah, all because Crosby opened up his mouth and everybody got mad.
Who told him to do that?
The assistant GM, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, sure. Clearly my fault.
Yes. Okay, good. Now we know. Plus, we know you made it so that program that we have to lose to Vancouver. But it's good to admit it, Jeff. It's good to admit it.
Oh, looks like the Bruins have fallen apart.
I mean, that was kind of going to happen at some point. Yeah, okay. All right. Versus Vegas, which means I'm sure this will go even better, and we win. All right. All right.
What do the player stats look like now?
Painful.
See if Nieto's still leading.
Look at that. Steven Stamkos, 98 defensive game rating. 87 offensive game rating. Okay, we'll look after this next game. San Jose. All right. Oh, Tony DeAngelo out 5 months. What happened? Fractured hip. How fun for him. All right, game versus San Jose. Mandalese coming net. Neither of our goalies is hot, which is also not great. But sim it out, and it's a 4-3 victory. All right. Okay, looking at stats here. Oh, we won in overtime. Riley Smith buries it in overtime. And Crosby gets his 1,000th assist. All right.
And that's on the overtime winner, too. Okay, so what do the stats look like?
I keep going to the drop-down menu, so I'm like, no, there's another way to do it, and I just got to click over here. Crosby is now leading us with 18 points in 24 games. Smith is 17 and 26.
Particularly impressive because he only had one in the first 8 games, so
Yep.
17 points in his last 16 games, so he's back in form.
Blaze got
But
17.
yeah, Smith and Brabelet and Nieto's tailed off a little bit, but still better numbers than you'd expect from him. Stamkos, I guess he's doing okay.
Yeah, for new team, new
slowish
teammates.
start. Malkin's a little disappointing.
Malkin's on pace for a better year than I think he was last year.
You know, Malkin's only getting 15 minutes a game. Is he not getting power play time?
I think he's on the second unit right now. Like he only had 35 points last year, and he's on pace for 40 this year. Power play. Yeah, Malkin's centering the second line. Power play. I guess we could put him on and move Boulay to the second line. All right, we'll do that. See if that helps. All right, play a little bit longer here. Just to see.
Connor Bedard breaking into the top 10.
About time. Do, do. Do, do, do. Uh-oh. That might be interesting. Bednar
What?
might get fired. All right. Yager is finally healthy to come back into the lineup. So we're going to send Grube back down now. Game versus Tirana. How do we do versus Tirana, do you think?
Really don't want to end it with a loss to the Leafs, so hopefully well.
6-1 victory.
Nice.
Booyah. All right. Humdinger. It's a humdinger. All right, so we gave him more ice time. What's he got now? Malkin's got 15:55 ice time.
That's exactly what he was getting before, so.
3:49 of power play time.
Oh, he would have, yeah, so he would have been low and didn't really do much with it. Didn't even take a shot.
All right, as we continue to sim here, I guess we'll start on the outro. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager and twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, with all of our stream archives going live on our YouTube channel on Saturdays, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. You can find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio. You can also come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums. We can come talk about franchise hockey manager, Adult Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, next week we'll be back with the Montreal Canadiens, and we're slowly creeping up to the end of the National Hockey Association.
Yeah, this will be the last NHA season, so we will get the final NHA season in. I think probably slow down a little bit from the way we've done. We've been doing 2 seasons stream the last couple. May slow down a little bit just to go through some of the interesting stuff that's happening around this point. But this will be the last year of the NHA, and the NHL will appear after that, so we'll be moving over to that league. What was that? But
look at the rumor on the board on the screen. Yeah. Get
trying to work through every team in the league at this point, I guess.
Well, no, but I mean, he goes back to Columbus. That would be.
Oh, is Columbus in there? No,
yeah,
I didn't see
Columbus
that.
is one of the rumored ones. We lose 7-1 to the Rangers. That's not good. Just absolutely curb stomped by the Rangers.
They need to update the disliked teams for a few people.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of Columbus fans.
Yeah.
That just got me on that one. It's kind of reminded me like Evander Kane. Evander Kane had no move clause with 3 exceptions, and his 3 exceptions were like going back to Winnipeg, Buffalo, and one other team who I can't remember who it was. I think maybe it was Vegas. So he could decide where he wanted to actually go. And I'm like, I'm actually kind of impressed at how petty that is. All right.
Okay, yeah, but we'll be doing the last season of the NHA and then into the NHL. There's a few interesting things going on with that. We're doing that next week when we go back to the Canadiens game. And then, as I said before, if you missed the start of the stream, still working the data on the. I'm working on database stuff right now for the next update, and we've got a few bugs to fix. So I think it's definitely looking like next week for the update. Can't see it happening this week at this point. So we'll continue working on that. We'll keep you posted, but that will have, I think people have been asking about the roster update. So that will have some of the roster updates. Maybe Phil Kessel will be a Canuck by then. We'll see. But everything else that's gone on since then will be in there.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you very much. And we'll see you again next week.